What's going on? It's your boy Big Crash from Down South Vapes. Today we're going to be reviewing the Artic Turbo by Horizontech. Just got this tank in on Friday and got a chance to use it over the weekend, and I gotta say I'm pretty impressed with it. Everything with it is great. Build quality, vapor production, taste. It's all there. You gotta love that fan that's built in. You get that little turbo whistling effect. It's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and take this thing off of here. I'll break it down a little bit and show you what we got. Here's the bottom part of the tank. You got your 510 connection down there. It's also got an adjustable airflow ring. Right now the airflow is wide open. The coil setup in here it's pretty neat. It's definitely a first of its kind. Let's get this bad boy apart here. It's a slippery little sucker. That's what she said. It's wanting to be a little difficult here just because it's so slippery from all the juice on it. So here are your 3 coils. Inside each coil is 2 wraps, making it a sextuplet. It's a pretty neat setup. It's like a floating design. You see it's got that ring there. The coils just pop in there. There's some little gaskets on the bottom of the coils, and they just pop in there like so. And the base of the tank is where the coils sit. It's a 4 or 4.5 mil capacity on the tank. No, I can't remember exactly what it was. This is what the packaging looks like. They give you an extra glass tank, some O-rings. You get 3 extra coils up here at the top. They also have 2 of these plugs. What the plugs are for is, say if you only want to run 2 coils or even just a single coil, you pop one of your coils out of here and you put the plug in its place. I don't know why you would want to. I mean, if you're buying this because of the 3 coil design, then I'd say leave it as it is. They say the wattage range is 40 to 120 watts. I did vape it on 40 watts. Didn't really get a lot of vapor production out of it. Maybe if you just had a single coil in there, the 40 watts would be okay. But I tried it for the heck of it, and like I said, just wasn't a lot of cloud production out of it. I went from 40 to 50. You know, it increased a little each time, not by much, but I vaped it. 65 has been my sweet spot with it, as you can see on this, and this is on a this is on my IPv4S. But yeah, 65 watts has been the sweet spot for me. I never took it to the full 120. I did go to 100 watts, and that's on a 65-35 of my own juice, which is man goddamn. If you love Fireball, it's excellent. And I was getting some dry hits at 100 watts. It's just really not my thing. So yeah, 65 watts has been my sweet spot. It is a top fill design, similar to like your TFV4. Although I will say I like the TFV4 system a little better, just being able to push the side over to fill it. But at least they do, unlike the TFV4, at least you do have ample room to fill that. The TFV4s, it can be kind of tight, especially if you don't have a long tip on your bottles. You know, some of them have the little stubby tips on them. If you don't have something like this, it can kind of get messy on the TFV4. TFV4 is an awesome tank though. Inside the top cap, you can't see it, but there's a fan in there. It's kind of noisy. I guess it's a neat little feature, hence the turbo. Again, the build quality is good on it. Price is excellent. It's all around good tank. Let's vape a little bit. Oh, let's open that airflow back up. Great cloud production off 65 watts. Again, I have taken it up to 100 watts. It's just I was getting dry hits. Not really sure why. I don't know if it's just wicking issue with the coils or what. We'll take it up to 75 watts. Those dry hits. Again, 65 watts seems to be the sweet spot for me. I don't get any dry hits off of it. I'm not sure if it's just on the coils themselves. Let's get one of these out of here. On the coils themselves, as you can see, you only have 2 juice holes. You got one on each side. I don't know if that's really sufficient enough. I mean, especially if they want you if they want you to be vaping it up there around 120 watts. Again, I would like to see, you know, 3 air holes on each coil. I'm sure would be better, maybe even 4. Again, it's not a bad tank for the price. The flavor's pretty good. I mainly use the UL Crown. I love my UL Crown flavor. Cloud production has always been excellent on it. I've never got any dry hits off of UL Crown, even at running it 100, 120 watts. I run the 0.25 coils in the UL Crown. And they're rated from 80 to 120 watts. The smoke, the TFV4 Mini, it's same way. I can run it up there around the 100 watt range and never get any dry hits. But this one seems like anywhere from about 75 watts on up, I'm getting dry hits, and that's off a 65-35 blend. I do have some 90-10 blend juices that I use for dripping. I don't really use them in tanks for the simple reason of dry hits. And again, I never get any dry hits off of 65-35, but only thing I can think of is just in the coils, only having those 2 small wicking holes on them. It is pretty nice. They give you 3 coils installed in the tank already, plus the additional 3 coils you get in the packaging. It's got bottom airflow on the tank as well. Again, both of them are wide open, top and bottom. The 3 coil design again is neat. It's definitely a first of its kind as far as I'm aware. The only drawback to the 3 coils is you're burning all 3 at the same time. If you do start getting a burnt taste, you're gonna have to try and figure out which coil's burnt. That's gonna be a turn off for a lot of people because coils can be kind of pricey. It runs about $6. $6 to get you a 5-pack of coils from VaporBeast.com. VaporBeast.com also carries the tank. Fantastic price on it right now. Visit the website. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I've ordered some stuff from them, and real good people. Super quick on the shipping. I did read some other reviews. I watched some other reviews on this tank, and I've seen some other YouTubers saying that the flavor's not really there. I personally think it has a good flavor for the design. Does it have the flavor of the UL Crown? No. Does it have the flavor of the TFV4? No. But it does have a good flavor. It's not the best, but again, for what the tank is, it's decent. The fan system in the top, as you heard a while ago, can be kind of noisy. Other than that, you really don't notice it much. I believe they make a RBA section for this that you can get separately. I can't say how well it works. Again, with the coils being like a floating design, I'm not sure how that works. Juice capacity, it's a 4 ml tank. You know, it's not like, you know, the UL Crown 5 mLs or anything, but you know, 4 mLs is good. But again, it's a good tank. It's if I broke this one, would I get another one? Absolutely, especially for the price. Again, it's a good tank. But yeah, that's about it. I just want to do a quick review on it and let everybody know what I think. I do have the new UL Raphael RDA coming in. As soon as it comes in, I'm going to throw a coil build on it, get it wicked up, you know, vape on it for a couple days, and I'll be back to do my review on it. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to post them below, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.